you for being here. I am always grateful. Thank you for just consuming my content over a given amount of time. We're gonna talk about the state of the channel a little bit later. I don't expect this to be a very long show, um, because NinjaCast. So, well, first off, I gotta start off with some bad news. Okay, bad news, bad news, bad news. Okay, the bad news is, ladies and gentlemen, is my job, my current day job, has rejected my they have rejected my request for fixing my schedule. That is right. So those of you who do not know, of course, since we lost our second job here, I'm saying I lost my second my it was really my first job. My day job, the job I still have, it was my second job. Um as soon as I lost that job, my day job decided to change my schedule. Now, my day job still thinks I have two jobs, but that's null and void. But they changed my schedule, trying to force me to work from 2:30 p.m. Eastern time all the way to 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that has thrown a huge dagger into the plans because, one, we wanted to do another iteration of New Black Street on Monday nights. Okay, that's what we planned to do, but I cannot do that if I'm working, you know, to 11:30. I can't do that, right? And then two, we wanted to move NinjaCast back to 10 o'clock so that we could focus this channel on being a news channel and then start doing the gaming stuff exclusively on Twitch, Kick, and Twitter. Well, that's not going to happen because they refuse to change the schedule. I'm still going back and forth with them about this, trying to come to some resolution. What they claim is that, apparently they got new people coming in and they'll revisit on December the 8th. And to me, that's just not enough. It's a whole ordeal. I don't want to get into it. Prasan wants to know, how did I lose my first job? According to them, social media policy. So if you ask me, it sounds like they might have, found about my escapades on Twitter or on YouTube. I don't know. That's not what they said. I'm just speculating. So, yeah. So that's the thing. It's kind of frustrating because I feel like I'm being done multiple blows. I really want to pour all of my energy into my channel, but right now it's just not economically making any sense. Shouts out to Hypnotic. Hypnotic has been pushing me to go full time on YouTube. Much respect to him, but the simple fact of the matter is, when it comes to, everybody's circumstances are different. When it comes to my circumstances, it's just me and my dog. You feel me? It's me and my dog. I don't really have, I can't go back and live with my parents or my grandma or my baby mama, because I don't have a baby mama. Not a girl or anything like that. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do, I have to make sure it makes economical sense because it's just me and my dog. So as lately on YouTube, the thing that's killing me about my channel is the inconsistency, right? The thing that's killing me about my channel is that we're inconsistently good and bad. Like if the channel was consistently bad as far as, performance and growth, I know I have something to work on, right? I know I have something to work on. I know I have, improvements to make. And I know that I do now, but it would be much more in your face. But my channel goes through these periods of exponential growth and then boom, dead. Between September and October, the 30 days between September and October, the middle of September and October, was absolutely amazing, to the point where we thought 15K before the end of the year was a foregone conclusion. Well, now, ever since the end of October, things have slowed down so consistent. things have slowed down so hard that I don't even know if I'll get to, 1405 before the end of the year. And I'm just saying this to be transparent. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this to be transparent. We're going to get into the actual news, guys, but I'm just, I feel I can be vulnerable with you guys. But yeah, though, Sebrew says, like, your videos performing. Yeah. Like, it's like, I don't know, like, maybe you guys, like, I don't know. Can I bring it? Nah, I'm not going to do that. But, like, yeah. Back in October, our videos were consistently, like, we could put out anything, and we get consistently what we get. But today, I got 2 videos I dropped. The 2 videos I dropped today are both under 5. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not talking out the side of my neck. Make sure. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. Yeah, the 2 videos I dropped today are both under 500 views. The last video I dropped yesterday didn't even do 1,000. So, and we had gotten to a point during the summer, like even before the summer, where we had finally got to a point where, because at the beginning of the year, a guy like me was humble enough just to get, 500 views on a video. And that's fine. And what you want to see with any company, right? Whether you're a YouTuber or you run a Fortune 500 company, you want to see growth. That's all you want to see. I don't have any expectations of exponential growth. Or like, I don't have any money expectations. I don't really have no, like, of course we want to hit our goals, but I was never expecting to, we should get to 20,000 by the end of the year. Or we should get to 30,000 by the end. It was never none of that. The only thing I ever wanted to see since starting my channel was consistent growth. Now, part of the reason why I've been able to level the storm with the inconsistencies is because I have been working 2 jobs. So for me, the income on my YouTube channel was just a bonus. If I didn't make a decent amount, we're talking financials now. If I didn't make a decent amount, who cares? It's not my main source of income anyway. I'm just about putting out the content. If I did, great. Well, now with only 1 job, and with this being my second source of income now, I have to be able to have a level of consistency, especially if we're going to be talking about, doing this full time, which is part of the reason why I asked in the Discord and on the community post, I asked, what improvements you guys would like to see. And I asked that because, I've never been like, and my head has never been so far up my ass that I consider myself greater than my audience, which is why I tell you guys never to be a fan, always be a supporter. But that's neither here nor there. The point I'm trying to make here is, coupled with, losing the job, and now my remaining job wants to make my life difficult by making me work from 2:30 to 11:30 2:30 to 11:30 p.m. Eastern time is absolutely insane. And the reason why I'm off now is because I've been using my PTO time to cover the last 2 hours of my shift for the last 2 weeks so that I can do these shows at 10 o'clock. But now that's not going to be viable. So now I have to figure out, what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to, the plan was to move NinjaCast back to this time slot. I can't do that anymore. I was going to do NinjaCast every day, every night, at 10 o'clock. I can't do that anymore. That was the plan. That was the plan. On top of that, like I said, it was going to be another, a second New Black Street episode on Monday nights. Can't do that anymore. Shouts out to Jordan Archie says, damn, I don't know what's up. What's up? The content is dope. Feels like kicking it. And listen, yeah, I feel you. I don't want to blame YouTube. Shouts out to YouTube. I don't want to blame YouTube. you know, or whatever the case may be. I just know for whatever reason, and this isn't an isolated event. This happened last year, right? In the process when I was moving into the new studio and everything, where there was just like this lull where I had this amount of exponential growth. And it seemed like, oh man, like last year, like we didn't hit 10K until this year. Last year, I thought I was going to hit 10K by the end of the year because of the way the channel was growing. And then boom, July came and it was like, whoop, wiped your ass clean off the map. So I have to find a way to be more consistent. I have to find, I'm going to have to start doing more thought-provoking titles. So here's some things that's going to change. I'm no longer going to put the clips to our stream on this channel. I'm going to start putting that on aTraes clips. I should have been doing that, but I just hadn't had the time. Now I got a little bit more time to do that. So I'm going to start putting the clips on aTraes clips. So if you know, I'll start linking the clips channel. So for those of you who missed the live streams, you can go over there and watch it. Because I think part of the reason why we may not, I want to eliminate anything that might be holding us back, and perhaps, you know, clipping up our streams and putting it on the mainstream, on the main channel might be holding us back. Okay. Also, of course, we putting the gaming streams on Twitch and Kick. We're going to do that. And we're just going to do news on this channel. You know what I'm saying? And then we're just going to have to come up with more creative ways to keep people engaged. That's why you see me changing up the format here. You know what I'm saying? I hope people enjoy that, to you know, find ways to keep people engaged. Shouts out to AK with the I still did not fix my, okay. Shouts out to AK with the $20 super chat. I really appreciate you. Hold on, let me at least get you a Don DeMarco up in this mode. He says, I just discovered your channel today, instantly sub, and I'm mad that I hadn't found you sooner. Love what you do. Your channel has been hilarious. Great vibes in some uncertain times. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And that's all I want to do. I want to entertain. Ultimately, that's what I want to do. I want to be known for entertaining. And I got to be honest with you. Be vulnerable with you guys as I get, because we of course, there is news to talk about today. I am a very competitive person. And the moment I started thinking about this, even before I got the news today that they wasn't going to be able to fix my schedule the way that I wanted, I started thinking about this because I keep myself in a friendly competition with everybody. Remember, I told y'all when I first met Hypnotic, he was at 10K subs and I was at about 4,000 or 5,000. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm going to catch this dude. I'm going to catch him. Because I was growing exponentially during that time. Well, that didn't happen. He took off. Now, you know, I got to 10K, you know what I'm saying? Got to my goals. And there's been a certain amount of things that I've noticed that kind of confuse me. For example, I think, just by looking at Social Blade, I think Leon, Words of Paradise, has, despite the fact that I have twice as many subs as he does, his channel performs better economically speaking. I looked it up on Social Blade. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Now, granted, I think it's because he does Countercast and he does Neon Leon. So I think that might be part of the reason why that happens. Fair enough. But then on Sunday, y'all know I was on Gooch's channel. And if you remember, earlier this year, Gooch was probably at about 3,000 or 4,000 subs. Well, guess where that man is now? That man is sitting at 20,000 subs. So again, it was easy for me to kind of brush these things off when I was, you know, working two jobs. And I'm like, you know, we'll move at our own pace. But see, now I'm getting really competitive because I got more time to think about it. So I'm thinking about how the motherfucking hell, not only am I getting outworked by Leon, outworked and outpaid, but I'm also getting lapped and getting my backside beat in by Gooch, who was just at what, 1,000 subs earlier this year? So I ain't gonna. That kind of lit the competitive fire up under me, and I'm kind of like, yo, what in the hell? So I don't know. I'm brainstorming. I spend a lot of time, even when I'm at work. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll be at work. Customers be on the phone crying, trying to figure out what their problem is, and I'll be like, man, how the hell can I get people more engaged? And they be like, sir, can you hear me? And I'll be like, huh? Do I need to make thumbnails better? Do I need to change up my format? Sir, I'm dying, sir. And I'm like, I gotta figure this out. So yeah, I mean, that's just where I'm at with it. But let me quit whining, man. Let me go ahead and get into this. Let me go ahead and get into this news. So as y'all know, we had the okay. That wasn't supposed to happen, but huh? Okay, whatever. Hold on, give me a second. That there's supposed to be something in that window, so I don't. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Give me a second. How embarrassing. There's nothing more frustrating to me than when I literally prepare the oh my god. Then when I literally prepare the show so that I don't have to struggle stream and I wind up struggle streaming anyway. Look at this. Come on. Are you serious right now? Why are you doing that? It won't. Are you, dude? This can't be happening. This is why. This is the problem right here. It's what is happening. Oh, now it's. You can't make this stuff up. Anyway, let's just get. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, all right. So we got the Game Awards that happened today, and the internet is having a complete meltdown over. Person says no shade, but maybe the struggle streaming affects viewer retention, and I mean I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. But it's just when stuff doesn't work right, what am I to do? You know what I'm saying? I can't. A producer is just not in the cards right now. It's just not something it's not economically feasible right now. All right, so you have right here your boy learning the law. Okay, he posted this on Twitter today. Neurodivergent gaming journalists are already coping with the fact that Dragon Age: The Veilguard is not Game of the Year contender. Here we go. We knew this was happening. We absolutely positively knew this was happening. Okay. Black Myth Wukong is the lowest rated game to get an awards Game of the Year nomination. Right, because you guys were the one that gave them the low score. Now, granted, is Black Myth Wukong a perfect game? Absolutely not. But you cannot tell me that game didn't take your breath away. What score did it deserve? Let's really talk about this. Lowest rated game to get a nomination. Let's see what they say. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth sits at a score of 89 on Metacritic, which probably has Ria Gotaku Studios wondering what it actually has to do to get a nomination. While other high-profile titles like Silent Hill 2 Remake, Warhammer 40k Dark Side, Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, Persona 3 Reload, and even Dragon Age: The Veilguard were all more highly rated than Black Myth Wukong. Really? Really? Hold up. Nah. Really? God damn. You were the ones that scored it, that goofball. Not the gamers. Not the gamers. See, this is why they want to hang on to the power so bad. See, ultimately, they want to keep their power. There was no, and I said it too, there was no possible way they could ever leave Black Myth Wukong off of this list. It couldn't happen. Your credibility is shot. There was going to be an absolute meltdown and a complete roasting if you left this game off the list. They had to put this game on there. They had to. Despite the fact that they spent the entire year trying to drag these people's reputation into the mud. They had to put it there. They had to. And now they're coping and seething. At least, who is this? Who is this that wrote this article? He don't point out who made the article. Who does this look like? I recognize the format. I can't put a finger on it. But either way. This is a kink in the not a kink. This is a monkey wrench into their ecosystem because they want to be able to control the scores. They want to be able to control the narrative on whether or not a game is good. This is why, remember when we was doing the video on Old Boy who admitted that the Assassin's Creed Shadows devs right now don't know what they're doing? He said that when I was working on Assassin's Creed, towards the end, I thought it looked like trash, and then it released, and then boom, 91 Metacritic. Because they value the journalist opinion so much on their games. As a matter of fact, I think the corporate people do too, because they give out bonuses to developers who get like a Metacritic of 85 or higher. I believe so. I believe, because remember that story? I remember a couple of years ago there was a story about developers receiving bonuses based on their Metacritic score. This is why they want to be able to control it. But this is where we need to communicate to them is, no, the only thing you need to worry about is what the gamers think. What the gamers think. An 80, an 81. What? Now, I do agree that sales have nothing to do with whether or not your game is good. But the simple fact that you had to say that Dragon Age: The Veilguard had a higher Metacritic score than Black Myth Wukong, we know you don't know what you're talking about. We know that, as a matter of fact, I don't believe that nobody asked for your opinion. Where's my boy Joe Button at? Where is he at? Oh no, Joe Button, where are you? Oh, there you are.
I'm not asking what the you think about it. I don't give a about your views. Clearly, your ideology is off. Okay. I'm not asking what
oh no. I'm stuck. Hold on, let me fix that. Settings. You stop staring at me. Let me see. Scene. There it is. And there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, the struggle streaming probably does hurt retention, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get a shout out to Hypnotic. You know what I'm saying? I'll pick his brain until he's blue in the face. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the meltdown over the Game Awards, and there's also meltdowns that I don't agree with. Also, we'll get into that as well. Let me go to my bookmarks really quick. Where is it? Look at your boy. Look at the mighty cuck. Look at the mighty cuck. Here's the mighty cuck. The grifters that said Black Myth Wukong wouldn't get nominated at the Game Awards because of some conspiracy against the game, and that Dragon Age the Veilguard would win. Everything looks stupid once again, but the facts won't affect their feeling. I'm sorry, but the facts won't affect their followers' minds because of tribalism. Nigga, shut up, because that is not what anybody said. We were speculating on the idea that they won't nominate Black Myth Wukong because of the controversy that surrounds the game. And that is warranted based on what they did with Hogwarts Legacy, you freaking moron. What? What is up with this dude? What is he talking about? Hogwarts Legacy was literally one of the best games ever made, and it got left off of the game, off a Game of the Year nomination because the creator of Harry Potter is allegedly a transphobe. So it would stand to reason that we would assume that Black Myth Wukong may not get nominated for anything because the entire games media spent the entire year accusing Game Science of being sexist. What? Am I tripping, guys? Am I tripping? Shouts out to that boy Gooch, who's in the house. Shouts out to that boy Gooch. Hey Gooch, I was just telling the audience about how we got to pick our game up because you are absolutely destroying our prostate. Gooch, how many subs were you in January? How many subs did you have in January? And now you're at 20,000. I mean, we really got to pick it up. We really got to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? We really got to pick it up over here, over on this side. Okay. Oh, hold on. I think we got another super chat. Oh yeah. We got a super chat. Shouts out to Arcel, man. $5 super chat. He said, "Is it possible to create a Big Shirley in Veilguard?" I believe that you. No, I don't think you can. Shouts out to Big Shirley.
Big Shirley.
Oh my God, it's even worse. It's even worse than what I thought. Gooch was at 680 subscribers at the beginning of the year, guys. 680. So we're not just getting our prostate splattered all over YouTube. We're getting our guts and our innards and our liver rearranged by a super chat over there at on Gooch's channel. It is what it is. And that's why I said, I'm really competitive. And now that I'm, down to one job, I have a lot more time to think about it. So when I was on his show on Sunday and he said he was almost at 20,000, you know what I'm saying? My butthole clenched up a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. And I feel like I'm starting to think he literally brought me on his channel to flex on me real quick. Like, let me stop. So yeah, we got to find a way. I got to find a way to step it up and figure out, what we got to do to make sure that we can continue to growth, because it's something so inconsistent about the performance of my channel. But anyway, let's get back to this grift. So yeah, the mighty Keith, going back into this dude's prostate. I don't know what he thought he was doing here. Okay, but I mean, are we really surprised? The real grifters are the people he's looking for any opportunity to dunk on the chuds as he can. And it's not working, bro. Like, you're going to continue to get roasted. We're going to continue to do our thing. And oh my gosh. Shouts out to whoever that was that just subscribed on Kick. I don't even have Kick pulled up. I deeply apologize. But don't worry though. Kick is going to get the game treatment. So like I said, all the gaming streams will be moved over to Twitch, Kick, and Twitter. All right, so let's continue. There was even more takes that we need to get into. Let's talk about Stellar Blade, right? Oh, somebody said, what did Sugar Bear Adams somebody wanted to know what Sugar Bear Adams had to say about it. Let's see. What did Sugar Bear say? What is this? This is talking about Twitch. We'll get to that in a second. Well, maybe not in this. Let me see. What did he have to say? Really? Really? Y'all see that? We're happy to announce that Dragon Age the Veilguard was nominated for Innovation in Accessibility. Vote for us at... Really? You were nominated for the Woke Awards. What? You were nominated for the Woke Award, and you're gonna vote for us. We got nominated for the Woke Award. Okay, sure. Let me back up, but I don't. It doesn't seem like Mighty Keith had. Not Mighty Keith. I'm sorry. The Sugar Bear had anything much to say. He didn't have much of a reaction, so it doesn't look like. I mean, he said he hopes that Balatro wins Game of the Year. That game is perfect. With who really believes that Sugar Bear Adams is out here playing poker, and that he really wants Balatro? No, you want Balatro to win because you don't want Black Myth Wukong to win. Whatever. What was the biggest surprise in nominations? The biggest snub? EA College Sports Football. I agree with that. Whatever. Let's go. There's a lot of people saying that Stellar Blade should have been nominated. Stellar Blade was nominated for Best Art Direction or Game Direction at the Game Awards. They're clearly showing their bias. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Learning the Law. Stellar Blade is a rare new IP with stunning graphics, polished gameplay, and an incredible soundtrack. It features a rare, modern, charming, and attractive female lead, yet wasn't even nominated for Game of the Year. Just like Nier Automata in 2017, Stay Corrupt, Elite Industry. I don't know if I agree with this one. Now, granted, you might say, aTraes, you can't say anything. You haven't even opened up your Stellar Blade yet. And I can't even argue with you. But based on what some of the things that I've seen, is it one of the 6 best games of the year? Now, is Balatro one of the 6 best games of the year? I don't know. I never played that either. But let's just go look, right? They don't even have the nominees for, let me see. View all categories. Let's see, best game of the year. Oh, you can vote for Game of the Year. I thought earlier I couldn't vote for Game of the Year. Okay. All right, so you got Astrobot. Based on the reaction to Astrobot, even though I haven't played it, I'm going to take everyone's word on that and assume it's good. It's just not my kind of game. And so, this is what it is. We already talked about Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Shadow of the Erdtree. Listen, yes, I have not played Shadow of the Erdtree yet, but it's Elden Ring, guys. It's Elden Ring. Okay? Like, I don't even need to play it. I know that it's good. I'm not tripping. I'll get into it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've played it. I know that it's good. I just haven't been able to finish it. Okay? And then Metaphor Refantasio. I know that it's good by watching other people play it. I plan on getting into it at some point. What would be the game to replace Balatro? I know a lot of people want to say, if we was, assuming that Balatro is some type of diversity hire in this case, what would be the game to replace Balatro? I wouldn't say Stellar Blade. Helldivers 2, that's a good one. I would definitely say Helldivers belongs to be here more than Balatro. I mean, I haven't played Balatro, but I just find it funny. I've never seen, this kind of game be nominated before, but whatever, diversity. I'm not mad at it. I've never played it. I don't want to say this is bad. Okay, Emotional Robot says DLC shouldn't be on that list. Okay, fair enough. Let's take Shadow of the Erdtree off. Even though I disagree with that. I believe if you make a DLC that's the size of that's bigger than a lot of games that's out here, I believe that it should be nominated. If the content is up there, right? If the content is robust, I believe it should be up there. But it seems to me like most people are saying that Elden Ring shouldn't be up there. So okay, let's make 2 vacant spots, Balatro and Elden Ring. We're gonna take them out. I got Space Marine 2 up there before Stellar Blade. Okay, a lot of y'all are saying Power World. I like Power World. It's something about survival games that just ain't hitting for me. I like the idea though. Me personally, definitely wouldn't be my game of the year, but I understand it. So Power World, Stellar Blade should be up there. I'm putting Space Marine before I put Stellar Blade, and I definitely agree with Hellblade 2 before Stellar Blade. Now, again, I have not played Stellar Blade yet. Matter of fact, this motherfucker is still in the wrapper, okay? It's still in the wrapper. And quite honestly, guys, if it's true that it's coming to PC, somehow, some way, the CD is moving around in the inside, and that really concerns me. Okay, but if it's coming to PC, I might not open that mother. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might not open that mother. All right, might hang it up somewhere or something. Because I mean, I like having a physical copy of it, but yeah. I agree. Space Marine 2 should be up there. Who else? Wasn't that Princess Peach's game really good? But was it Game of the Year material? What about Hades 2? I noticed Hades 2 ain't nowhere here. Somebody said Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Okay. Okay, so let me just get some interaction here. So we're gonna start a poll. Let me end that poll. Somebody said Dragon's Dogma 2. I liked Dragon's Dogma 2. I just didn't like that performance. I didn't like that performance at all. That thing was not performing well. That shit had my PC feeling like it was about to explode. Benji says, I believe even if the size of the game, a DLC expansion should not be Game of the Year. Okay. I disagree, but okay. So let's get some options. So we're gonna get 4 options. The top 4 games, the top 2 games, we'll let y'all vote. Let's see. We got Stellar Blade, Space Marine 2, what else? Y'all said, let's see what else y'all said. The most to replace Elden Ring and to replace Balatro. So we got, well, I guess we'll put Power World up there for y'all. And then what's some Dragon? I don't really want to put Dragon's Dogma. I mean Dragon's Dogma 2. We'll put Dragon's. Okay, Dragon's Dogma 2. What other game? Because right now I got Stellar Blade, Space Marine 2, and Power World. I'm gonna put up there a poll to let y'all vote on what the top 2 games that should have replaced Elden Ring and Balatro. Squirrel with a gun. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Salmac in the house. He says Dragon Dogma 2. I got a couple of I might go ahead and put Dragon's Dogma 2 up there. Balatro super wild pick. One man did that game. Hey, that shouts out to him though. Shouts out to him. Okay, I guess we'll just go ahead and put Dragon's Dogma up there. Screw it. The first Descendant was this year, honey. Although, was that really Game of the Year material? I don't know. I downloaded that thing, played it for a couple of minutes, and put that thing down. Okay, so we'll start the poll. There it is. There it is. So you guys can vote on what you think, and we'll take the top 2 results and say that's what should have been. That's what should have replaced. But the biggest thing here, take away, definitely no Dragon Age. Definitely no Dragon Age. So, you know, definitely not happening there. Okay, so we got to do a video reaction because Hypnotic had a video that he said is a much watch. So we're going to play this. I've been kind of waiting all day to what is happening? Why is it doing that? Dude, you just can't make this stuff up. You just can't make it up. Okay. All right. So let's see what Hypnotic talking about. He told me this was a must watch. I have not seen this yet. So let's go ahead and
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have an absolutely crazy story coming out to us from Disney. Now, I wasn't going to initially report on this because, to be honest with you, I don't really care too much about a Disney, like, kids Marvel show or whatever the case may be. But this particular story has become so insane for the simple fact that apparently Disney refused to release an episode from this particular TV show because it was too heavy-handed in politics and they didn't want to get in trouble. And an employee over at Disney has decided that they were going to upload it anyway and put it on their YouTube channel, and Disney ended up panicking like crazy over it.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
that's insane. That's absolutely insane if true. Hold on.
Now, you guys are probably thinking to yourself, could the episode have been that bad? Was it really that terrible that this episode couldn't be aired? Well, guess what? We actually have the episode, and we're going to showcase it to you on video today. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I hook my boy up. Let me make sure I hook my boy up with the like. You know, I always got to hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Shouts out to y'all. There's 33 people in here, 34 likes. I sure enough appreciate it. I sure enough appreciate
out into that YouTube algorithm. So it says Disney refuses to release Marvel episode with controversial message, and a rogue vigilante employee uploads it to YouTube anyway. I'm gonna give you guys some context before we actually get into the video, but I promise you this video is insane. You're not gonna want to miss it. The Walt Disney Company and Marvel appear ready to continue moderating their content back towards a more mainstream middle approach. That means preventing the release of a children's cartoon episode that veers into very partisan territory. The Disney Plus show Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, which again, I've never heard of this show, don't care.
What the hell is that? Oh, no. How many Big Shirleys they got in this show?
Big Shirley.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? Oh, it's probably a Big Shirley on every corner of this show. This is a Marvel show? I don't know, y'all. Who do they think be watching this stuff? I don't know. No. Then again, I don't have kids, so I don't know. Maybe it's some kids out here watching this nonsense. I don't know. But I mean, I guess congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let's continue.
Not something that I would watch, but I find this part to be very interesting. Produced by Marvel Entertainment, will not air a story called Gatekeeper that featured heavy-handed storytelling about girls' sports and who should be able to play in them. Now, I'm sure by reading that particular paragraph, you guys already know where this is going, right? This is obviously going to go into the trans territory when it comes to female sports, and given that it's Disney, obviously, they're making certain decisions that are going to be in that particular camp. Now, here's the problem. Just like with Rachel Zegler's apology, that everybody's saying, well, obviously Disney made her do it, and they're thinking, well, Disney made her do it because they don't want backlash. That has nothing to do with it. In my opinion, Disney is making these decisions because they have an upcoming lawsuit that is now going into discovery against Gina Carano, and that lawsuit is going to open up the floodgates. So, at the end of the day...
Oh, here's an opportunity. I'm going to slightly, ever so slightly disagree with my boy on that one. Person, absolutely not. I did not. Okay, I did not watch that bullshit. But I'm gonna only ever so slightly disagree with my boy on this one. I believe that's only part of it, or a significant part of it. But I do believe that there are people at Disney who are seeing the writing on the wall, and they're seeing what America, thinks, and especially after this election. I think Disney saw this coming a long mile away. And here's the reason why I disagree with him the most. It's because I don't think this has anything to do with the lawsuit. Whether or not, I don't think this has anything to do with the lawsuit, because it's not like this is making a political statement from an individual person. This is somebody putting something so they could say, hey, this is just art, right? I think, me personally, and I could be wrong, I think this is absolutely positively people at Disney saying, screw all the BS. We going back to being just a family show, and this isn't family material. Shouts out to the bigot army with the raid. I love every last one of y'all. Shouts out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Let's continue.
They want to pretend as if they are as, bipartisan as possible, so that when they do go to Discovery, they can say, well, listen, we learned from this. We're doing this, that, whatever. They don't really care about the backlash because they've been doing this forever. Also, Donald Trump getting elected obviously has now swayed them to go in a certain direction. They're now working with Elon Musk again and advertising on X. So it's a whole bunch of hypocrisy. But now that you have a little bit of context, let's actually play the clip. Now, I need you guys to understand, this is a unreleased TV show. Most likely, this video is going to get copyrighted. So I suggest sharing out this video as fast as you can before Disney eventually takes down my video. Even though...
Before we even get into that part, we got super chats coming in. Shouts out to Bio T Wolf with the $2 super chat. He says, Bigot Army raid, clapping your cheeks. Pause. I appreciate you, Don DeMarco. Shouts out to that man, Seen and Heard. Love from the Bigot Army. I appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. We in here. It's funny. I heard y'all was in here talking about this, and here we are talking about the same thing.
We are just going to react to it and whatever. At the end of the day, this is unreleased footage that got released by some employee that posted it on their YouTube channel. It's absolutely insane. And it goes to show that there are people fighting at Disney, right? People are fighting at Disney. They are tired of this shit. They don't want to deal with this nonsense, and they are doing everything they can to fight against it. Or even if it's not someone fighting, then you got to admit that there's some turmoil, right? Because it could have been some rogue LGBTQ employee that's like, what do you mean you don't want to release our story? I'm going to release it anyway. So it could go either way. But here, let's play this clip, and I'm going to break it up. I got to pause often to try to avoid copyright as much as I possibly can. But trust me, it's cringe. I also have the subtitles on the bottom. Here we go.
Come on, let us out!
But we did everything right.
No, we didn't. It's like creepy hologram Greer said. To get out, you must follow my rules. I'm trans. My very existence breaks Greer's rules.
Wait a minute. Did you really think black women was going to watch this and have empathy? Do you not know anything about black women? Actual black women? Black women are some of the most homophobic motherfuckers on the planet, man. White people are far more accepting to the trans shit than black people are.
So right off the bat, you already know where this is going, right? Just from that statement alone, I'm trans, I break all the rules, Like, this is such a narcissistic thing, and the fact that it's being put into a kid's TV show, this is very Disney. I'm glad that at the top here, considering it's unreleased, they have the pieces here that showcase property of Disney TVA. I'm glad, because that way people know that, yeah, this is Disney. This is their property. This is what they want to influence your kids with, and this is what they want to constantly push out there for everybody to see. Let's continue.
I disagree with that. I think there's certain people at Disney. See, I'm going to stay consistent on what I've always said. Yes, it's all about agendas. The question is, I think Disney operates just like America. There's people in the company who have a red agenda and the people in the company who have a blue agenda. I just think depending on who has the most, it's going to depend on who's silent. So if there's more people with the blue agenda, the people with the red agenda got to hide. And I think as America becomes more and more red, Disney, the people at Disney with the red agenda are starting to become more bold. So when they come in here and they see this shit, hey, boy, if you don't get this shit the fuck out of here, it's whoever made this, about 8 Disney employees who have red agendas jumped on their ass like, fight back. Because ain't no way. Let's continue.
Which means, as long as I'm a member of this team, we'll never escape. This is all my fault.
So we got the guilt tripping, we got the trans blaming against the Avengers of retards over here. And also, you guys notice
my guy said the Avengers of retards.
something, look at her knee pads. Rainbow knee pads, because of course it's impossible for somebody who's gay to just be fucking normal. It's impossible, right? According to Disney, they got to be full rainbow geared out. That's the only way some.
Hey, if you're in the Bigot Army and you stopped by, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Shouts out to you, boy. We hurting over here.
Somebody can be gay. This is why the Japanese do gay stories so much better than the West. Because if you look at their gay characters, they're just normal people. They're completely normal people. And when they make these characters, they make them interesting. They make them fun to watch. Whereas,
cause Japanese, they be making some gay ass characters. They be making some gay characters, and you barely notice because they don't talk about it. Not that they don't talk about it. It's you know that they're gay, but it's like it's not their entire personality.
you have the West who's like, here, have a rainbow. Here's another rainbow. Clearly you like rainbows, right? Here's more rainbows. This is what they do. They really try to drive this moment home, right? They try to drive the emotion.
Is this person in the middle supposed to be Asian? Of course there's no white people there. Of course. What? Hey, yo, Toxin says, yeah, like Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that boy was definitely flicking a wrist. Who else? Who are some very obviously gay anime characters that we know about? Very obviously gay. I'm trying to think. I don't watch as much anime as you guys do, so you got to give me some grace. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Holy, it's a lot of y'all. I love the Big Army.
And, oh, look at this heartbroken trans person. Look at this. Drive it home. There's those rainbow knee pads up close. You got to love it. And of course her name is Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, you don't have to bottle this up and take it on all alone.
It's just, how many doors?
This is probably a non-binary
How many
dude.
doors do I have to break through until they stop locking me out?
You cannot make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
How many doors do I have to? It's ma'am! How many doors do I have? It's ma'am! How many doors do I have to break through? I'm so tired. Every time that motherfucker busts through a door, it's ma'am! It's ma'am! It's ma'am! Stop it. Stop it.
I'm so tired.
How many doors do we have to break through for them to stop locking us out?
Hold on. I got a better question. If this is a trans character, who voiced her? Huh? Who did you get an actual trans character to voice this character? I bet money you didn't. I bet any amount of money that they grifted and did not get an actual trans person to play this character, because that voice sounds extremely feminine. Highly suspicious behavior here.
I mean, Jesus Christ. And then you wonder why they deleted this episode and they didn't want people to know about this episode. You wonder why. Because it's obvious, right? This is heavy-handed political messaging. This is 100% propaganda. There's no doubt about it. You can't even pretend as if this is a story about whatever at this point. I mean, it is obviously propaganda and it's meant to be that.
And let us support you the way you support us.
I don't want to make my problems yours. I don't want to be a burden.
That's exactly how I felt when I asked people to use different pronouns for me. Was that?
Who can? Which one of y'all guessed it? Which one of y'all guessed it? Which one of y'all said it? Somebody in the chat said it. Somebody said, I bet you. I can't remember who said it in the chat. Somebody said the Asian motherfucker was probably using pronouns. Somebody said, I can't put, it's too many comments. Lord have mercy.
Not a burden?
Of course not.
Yes,
Exactly.
it was. Yes, it was. It was a burden. Absolutely. For
Hold
those
on,
of you
let
who
me
are
go back,
curious,
let me go back.
I mean, Jesus Christ. And then you wonder why they deleted this episode and they didn't want people to know about this episode. You wonder why. Because it's obvious, right? This is heavy-handed political messaging. This is 100% propaganda. There's no doubt about it. You can't even pretend as if this is a story about whatever at this point. I mean, it is obviously propaganda and it's meant to be that.
Then let us support you the way you support us.
I don't want to make my problems yours. I don't want to be a burden.
That's exactly how I felt when I asked people to use different pronouns for me. Was that a burden?
Of course not.
Yes,
Exactly.
it was. Yes, it was. It was a burden. Absolutely. For those of you who are curious, it is a fucking burden. It is a burden for someone to run around and change up their pronouns all the time and expect the entire world to adhere to their nonsensical usage of pronouns as titles. Yes, it is a burden. It is annoying as shit. Yes, it is.
Most people
It's definitely a burden by definition because I have to think about, I have to go through, even if you're a trans friend or a non-binary friend, I have to go through at least 20 plus years of knowing what pronouns are and what they mean and how to use them. And now I got to rearrange how I think because of you. Yeah, definitely a burden. Even if I don't want you to feel negatively about it, you're definitely a burden.
were happy to step up.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. You're absolutely lying. Most people were happy. The country has proven that that is a lie.
Yeah, Brooke.
Let us step up for you.
Yeah, Brooke. We're here.
This is such a...
Bet you that door's still gonna remain locked though. Holy.
The American point of view. Isn't that incredible? This is what I love about this, right? So they utilize people of all different races and backgrounds, but at the end of the day, the ideology that's being showcased on screen right now is mostly a Western ideology for the most part, right? So you're looking at this, and you're like, oh, wow, everybody of all different races, cultures, and backgrounds is amazing. Yeah, it doesn't work like this. I guarantee you,
No,
4 out of the 5 people.
It don't work like that at all. I guarantee you, most black women, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just live in my own personal bubble where, you know, I don't know. But I don't know any black women who out here moving around letting their kids watch something like this. As a matter of fact, I have a Facebook full of black women, and they be pointing out stuff like this. Every now and again, you get that one weirdo black woman who hates men, and she likes to do the, you know, the scissoring thing, and she's all about the rainbows and stuff like that. But that's few and far in between. Okay, sorry. It is what it is. Most black women not rocking with this. Disney did the right thing by making sure that this did not hit the airwaves. Unfortunately, they was not able to stop this employee from uploading this. Now, I absolutely positively wonder what was the motive, right, behind what was the motive behind releasing this, right? What was that motive? That's confusing to me. Are you an LGBTQ employee and you wanted people to see what Disney was trying to hide? You couldn't have thought it was going to be anything positive. Most people was going to celebrate this. Or were you trying to expose Disney for secretly trying to, you know, indoctrinate people's kids? It's nasty work. It's nasty work, okay? Shouts out to everybody who's in the chat. I really appreciate y'all. Wow. I really appreciate y'all for coming through. NinjaCast, the original intent was to move NinjaCast to the 10 o'clock time slot, but my day job has screwed me over. And so we're kind of just doing what we can for right now. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. I don't know. I might just say screw it and just do a midnight show. I don't know. I don't know if my body can take that. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Most people are not going to be awake at midnight. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, while we got a little bit of time left, let me see some things that I wanted to react to. Give me one moment, y'all. What was it? What was it? Movement, Mike Cousins. Da-da-da-da. Favorites. Where did I save that video? Okay, that's fine. Anyway, so what games are y'all looking forward to in the future? Y'all got any trailers or whatnot that we haven't? What's going on, Frostfang? Any trailers or anything that we haven't seen? What hasn't been covered? What are some games and stuff y'all looking forward to? I recently saw a game on Twitter. I want to say that I can't remember. I see so many things that I be wanting to speak on, and then I forget it. Oh, this is that. Here's that. So this looks like one of those Chinese scams. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. This looks like a certified scam. Oh, this came out. Oh, this trailer came out a year ago. I'm just now seeing it for the first time, so I'll let y'all. Maybe y'all haven't seen it. Hold on. Why is my PC moving mad slow? Uh-oh. So Black Myth Wukong, but with a female lead. I'm here for it. It's almost like this is being made by the same developer as Black Myth Wukong. And there's that. It's called Daba Land of Waterscar. I heard somebody mention Shower American Story. Shower American Story. Yeah. You go to bed now. Go to bed. But yeah, no. So there's that. Somebody else said Grim Dark extraction shooter. Let me see. Grim Dark. Before we even get into that. Oh, hold on. Grim Dark. Extraction shooter. He did say Grim Dark, right? Yeah, I don't see anything regarding Grim Dark. Okay, we'll just Oh, Forever Winter. Okay. Let's look at these poll results for the for those of us. Okay, so 50% of people said Stellar Blade should have replaced Elden Ring, and 37% said Space Marine 2 should have replaced Balatro. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. So Stellar Blade and Space Marine, 11%, only 11% for Power World, 1% for Dragon's Dogma. So to that one person who probably voted Dragon's Dogma, no, I know you hate being alive. I know you hate being alive. Wow. All right. Let's see. Forever Winner. Huh. Is there any gameplay in this, or is this just the cinematics? Yeah, this looks like just cinematics. Okay, yeah. I want to see gameplay. And like all that sound, look, it appears cool, but okay, let me see. Gameplay overview trailer. Okay, let me play that.
War, famine, destruction, death. The year is 20XX. Welcome to the future. The Forever Winter is a 4-player sci-fi tactical survival horror shooter that takes place in a future where massive armies are skinning the bones of our once beautiful Earth. You are a scavenger, lovingly referred to as a scav. Within this combat ecosystem, you assume the role of looter and survivor. Trapped between two warring military factions of the future, each with their own objectives.
Why does she sound so dead inside? Like she sounds like she's happy to be there, huh?
Undersupplied and constantly under attack. You must rely on cooperation and cunning to survive even minor enemy contact. Situational awareness is key in this world. Stop, look, and listen. Trigger discipline will save your life. A target missed is a bullet wasted, and not every battle is one worth fighting. Only kill what you can loot and get away with. Every time you open fire, you are ringing the dinner bell. Make it worth it. Welcome home, deep down in the guts of the city. Refugees seek shelter here, and they choose your level because you have one of the few things that matter. Water. H2O brings traders, shops, and allied mercenaries that have your six. If you want to survive, you'll need to pick up jobs from the two warring factions. Be smart about the jobs you take. The more a faction controls a sector, the more heavy units they will deploy, and the more dangerous it becomes. The more jobs you do, the more jobs you'll get. And the longer you'll keep everyone alive. No one gets by in this world all on their own, so don't be afraid to help others when you can. Donation stations are made available where high-level vets can share gear with low-level baby scavs. You were in their shoes once too. Here you can customize your rig, an innovative modular platform that grants you advanced abilities. Pneumatic jump allows you to quickly traverse rough terrain and
I don't know how I feel about running around with that big ass thing on my back.
reach hard to get drops. Turrets allow you to shred, at least for a short time. And scanners allow you to scout ahead to plan your route. You want guns? You've got them. Modify and upgrade your firearms for the jobs you take. Always remember, the more gear and ammo you bring in, the less you can carry out. so spec accordingly. Once you're kitted up, it's time to enter the macro city of Lost Angels. Megastructures meant to house millions lie vacant, while automated underground factories churn out war machines by the minute. As the war rages and destroys the world by day, AI-driven machines nicknamed the Night Shift rebuild by night. Recovery units stalk the streets, dragging the wounded and the dead to be harvested for their organs. Learn your surroundings.
God damn.
Avoid patrols, and maybe you can make it out alive. Every job has rewards and consequences. The details matter. Make sure to dig into the intel thoroughly before heading out. Missions may include sabotaging faction facilities, collecting debts, and good old-fashioned.
All right, I think we've seen enough. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to see a lot more gameplay for that. There's a lot of it's not PvP, right? It's PvE. I'm gonna have to see a little bit more of that. Definitely gonna have to see a little bit more of that. All right. I'm trying to make sure I didn't have anything else I wanted to talk to y'all about before we get up out of here. Let me go through my bookmarks. Let me go through my bookmarks. The hell?
World is like fucking talking stages. Like,
No. This isn't one. Oh my gosh, this lady was melting down. Look at this shit.
I just realized that I'm having a delayed reaction, but I just realized that I'm too scared to use dating apps now. I went to go on it and I just, every message and every profile just makes me think that it could be somebody like that's emboldened by Trump. And the profile was so normal that I would never know.
Girl, I don't know what the hell you talking about, but that's pathetic. Imagine that's your mom. Could you picture that? Your mom on TikTok crying like that? Jesus. Ooh, I zoomed in too much. Zoomed in way too much. Back for Blood 2 is getting a sequel. I don't know if y'all knew that. Y'all see that? Insider Gamer. Actor resume reveals Back for Blood 2 is in development. I don't know if y'all really care about that. I'm actually shocked that it's getting a sequel because I got to be honest with you. I played the first one and I was a little bit underwhelmed. First of all, man, that game was hard. Okay? I remember playing with my friends and every single time we fought, it was like, oh my God. We was getting bum rushed. And I don't feel like the rewards and the weapons and everything was worth going through that headache. I just I didn't get that same vibe that I got from Left 4 Dead. So I'm actually surprised this is getting a sequel. Now we can get back into the Game Awards. Shouts to that wow. Hold on.
You stupid.
Okay, my bad. Shouts out to that boy Smash JT. We're gonna conclude with this. Here's an email from Jeff Keighley had sent out trying to get people to help him trademark the Game Awards. It was sent to me anonymously. They've lost control and are afraid. Okay, so here we go. This is what your boy somebody sent this. Now, first of all, I am totally not jealous of Smash JT. I am totally not jealous of the fact that there are insiders that are constantly sending him information, allowing him to accumulate more views and more fans and more subs and more spleen breaking, demoralizing content that's dropping on top of mine and just constantly shitting on my channel. I am absolutely positively not jealous of that. Okay. So don't go around telling people that. So, but, you know, Smash, if you just happen to get Me Too, you know, it wouldn't be too soon. I'm just playing. But god damn, he destroying it. How many subs is Smash JT at, man? I'm sick of this dude, man. Sick of this dude. This man is almost at 90,000 subs. Almost at 90. I am getting absolutely, this is slave abuse. Okay. Anyway, so this is what he was sent. Okay. This is an email that was sent. Wow. That was sent to fans of the Game Awards. Believe it or not, we're just 1 month away from the Game Awards and our 10th anniversary. As a fan who joined us for one of our Zoom sessions during the pandemic, we are reaching out with a quick request. We are currently in the midst of registering the Game Awards as a mark with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. We are looking for letters of support to establish that consumers, that's you, distinctively associate the term the Game Awards with our annual award show. If you do feel this way, could you please quickly DocuSign this form with your name? It should take about 30 seconds. In addition, if you want to reply to this email with any personal reflections with details on how you came to know and live how you came to know and live the game. Am I tripping? How you came to know and that's supposed to say love. How you got typos in the email, Jeff?
You stupid.
We should be happy to include your individual thoughts in our application when it is filed in a few weeks. Thank you and hope you enjoy our show on December 12th. This man is absolutely positively trying to snuff out the competition before it even gets started. Okay? He is trying to stop people from being able to do their own award show. Now, me, like I told y'all before, I believe that if he does this, if he succeeds, which I do believe he's going to succeed in doing this, we should just name the real Game Awards the Keeleys. That's what I think. Now, there was somebody else who had an interesting take on this. Where is he? Destin Legary. He doesn't think it's going to happen. Which, am I wrong in believing that Destin Legary is secretly based, but just can't tell nobody? He is definitely based. So we're gonna take a look at his what he said.
Would be really bad if that's actually what he's trying to do. That's the
Okay, so watch this
conversation, but more so, I think it brings Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree to the forefront of the conversation because so many people are just thinking, well, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is just gonna win. I don't think so. Here's who I think the nominees will be. Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantazio, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think Astrobot's going to be on that list. Did I say Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? And I think Black Mist should be on it. I think Black Mist is going to get robbed. I think Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or Metaphor ReFantazio are the top three.
This is why I think Destin Legary is secretly based. Why? What other reason would you have to think that Black Myth Wukong was going to get robbed other than the controversy that surrounded it this year? That's why I think he's secretly based, because he's aware of it and he believes the same shit.
Front runners, and if I could put it on there, I would put Black Myth Wukong on there. Why wouldn't Black Myth be nominated? I think if you look at the review scores for Black Myth Wukong, it was like a 7 or an 8 across the board in the industry. And when you look at who is doing the nominations, it's the people who gave the game a 7 or an 8. You're putting it up against games that they gave 9s and 10s to. So if you
I don't think he believes that. He knows why.
Think about it logically. Are you going to nominate a game that you gave a 9 or a 10 to? Or are you going to nominate a game that had a lot of problems with it at launch? Well, like, obviously, a lot of people had issues. Mitchell, who reviewed it for IGN, was falling through the earth. Oh, Space Marines 2. I would be so freaking happy. Marius, good call. I would be so freaking happy. If Space Marine 2 was on the nominee list, I would be stoked. I think Space Marine 2 was really, really good. This guy, Moriarty, said that Jeff Keighley is trying to trademark Game Awards. No, that's hugely problematic. That's like trying to trademark Reacts. No. that would be really bad. If that's actually what he's trying to do and make it so that nobody else can use that terminology, then that's a problem. Facts and rules. The FAQ is designed to answer.
So there you go. I'm telling you, Destin Legary is secretly based. He just can't say it. He just can't say it. Remember, he still works at IGN. So, I don't know. And like somebody just said, based on the logic that he used before, they're putting the game up against games that are rated a 9 and a 10. Then Velgar should have gotten nominated. I don't believe that he believes that. I believe that he knows about the controversy surrounding the game, and that's why he and that's why he believed that it was going to get snubbed. Fortunately, though, it didn't get snubbed. It didn't get snubbed. So that's good. So, hey, Jeff Keighley, like I said, guys, I don't know. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that Jeff Keighley would do this if he did not know that he had a good chance of succeeding. I don't believe it. Could I be wrong? I suppose I could be. It's just my opinion. I don't have any facts to back it up. You know, no, nothing. I believe it. I believe it. So, but we'll see. Like I said, if he does succeed, we should just rename it the Keighleys and keep it pushing. Rename it the Keighleys, the award show for gamers and video games. Nowhere in it does it say Game Awards. So there you go. But anyway, guys, we can go ahead and call it a night. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. This has been NinjaCast number 27. I'm going to recalibrate how we're going to bring NinjaCast going forward because obviously my job doesn't want to cooperate. For right now, there's going to be a NinjaCast tomorrow at 10. All gaming streams from now on forward will be on Twitch and Kick exclusively. Twitch, Kick, and Twitter exclusively. And yeah, so there's that. Outside of that, I really appreciate y'all for being here. I love y'all. I'm hoping that me and Kata can get New Blackstreet monetized this week. I'm hoping. We'll see. But as of right now, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. NinjaCast is out. As always, may the grift be with you. If you haven't, link everything in the chat. You know what? How do I? How do I do that? There we go. I think you earned it. Because I know Honey is one. I gotta start. I gotta start getting a little bit more organized with how I'm doing this. But I am gonna link everything in the chat. Thank you, Prasan, for telling me that. But in the meantime, though, I catch you guys later. Or catch you guys tomorrow. And we'll be back with more content, okay? May the grift be with you all.